And good morning, everyone. It's 7 a.m.
And it's time to wake up, Nigeria. We are coming to you live from the TVC studios in Lagos on this beautiful Monday morning. I'm Yomi Owope.
And I am Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, we're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and, of course, on Facebook. You need to look us up right now on TVC Connect. When you're making your comments, make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
All right, so it's a public holiday and we are definitely still celebrating.
Yes, we are. Barka de Salah to our Muslim brothers and sisters. We aim to bring you a great show this morning. I have a feeling it's going to be fun, but I have a question for you. Please, how much is dollar today?
Well, dollar is 359, but I can give it to you for 358.50.
Really? Yeah, that happened. So you need to tell us what's happening.
Yeah, of course. Our people need to tell us what's going on with you during this holiday. Send us a photograph of you and your family at TVC Connect. Yeah,
make sure on Twitter you post the pictures, on Instagram, on Facebook, and use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. It might be showing you some of these shots right here during the show.
All right. So we've got a brand new chef in the house this morning. Chef Temi is in the building.
Hi.
She is of Temi's Kitchen, and she's with Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hello, I'm Mary Alimi, and it's a great new week. I'm so excited to get cooking.
All right, so straight on to our lineup for today. It's a holiday, and of course, to that end, we have a very informative, entertaining package for you today on the show. Of course, the significance of the holiday around the world for all Muslims.
Sunny Melody will be treating us to some live music. After all, it's a holiday, right? Al Mubarak will also be coming your way with a live performance.
And Funke Osei Brown will be joining us to talk about the Luxury Life Summit. Finally, comedian Ogbolo will be right here to treat us to some holiday laughter. It's gonna be...
You want kiki off? Now me go give you kiki off.
Now your friend, now you go feel convinced them. Say you want address, I be no want address.
It's gonna be a fun show today, people.
As in, I can already feel it coming. All of this and so much more right after the news updates. Oluchi Olugbo is on standby.
Thank you very much, Titi and Yomi. Straight to the news. At least 7 persons have been killed by cholera in 2 IDP camps in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. TVC News correspondent Kolumi Dala, who visited the camps in Dala, Limanti and Mona Garage, says 93 people have so far been hospitalized. The Borno state government and non-governmental organizations have now put measures in place to prevent further spread of the disease. At least 293 cases have been recorded in the past 2 months. An Imo State Police Command has confirmed the kidnap and murder of Reverend Father Sirakus Onunku. And Police Commissioner Chris Ezike says the remains of the priest who was of the Olo Catholic Diocese has been recovered. He says though the police was informed of the abduction, the murder of the priest shows his kidnappers had planned on killing him as they had not placed any calls demanding a ransom. Ezike said the matter was properly reported to the police and investigation started immediately, adding that the Osu Divisional Police Officer reported the discovery of the corpse in its area of jurisdiction. A mini reunion took place today as President Muhammadu Buhari hosted his classmates in the 1953 set of the Katsina Middle School. It was a meeting laced with nostalgic feelings, with the classmates reuniting after 64 years. That's a long one. The event occurred in the president's hometown in Daura, Katsina State, where he has been since the Eid al-Kabir holiday began. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Lasun Yusuf, is backing devolution of powers, noting that it is the answer to the calls by Nigerians for restructuring. He bemoans the concentration of power at the center, which he describes as the bane of socio-economic and political development of Nigeria. The lawmaker says the House of Representatives has taken significant steps towards amending the clause on devolution of powers in the 1999 Constitution. And outside Nigeria, Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga wants changes to his country's electoral commission before he can take part in the rerun vote called by the Supreme Court. Odinga told supporters that his coalition would only go to election when they are sure the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, will not take a side. President Uhuru Kenyatta insists the polls should be rerun with the current electoral board, while the opposition wants the board dismissed. That's all for now on the news update. We'll now bring you the day's weather forecast.
All right, welcome back. Mike is right here with a sports update.
Yay! I didn't get the memo.
What? What's that supposed to be?
You never get the memo.
I mean,
But you're looking nice and sharp in your
no,
blazer.
not today, not today. You're looking wonderful.
Yeah.
By the way. All right. So, yeah, your predictions on Friday. It was 2-0 for you, 1-0 for you.
Yeah.
The Super Eagles exceeded your expectations.
Oh my goodness, the Super Eagles impressed us.
I was
They
shocked.
have done awesomely well.
All right. Okay. My name is Mike Messicanor. This is Sports Update. Of course, the Super Eagles are now safely booked at the Hilton Hotel in Yaoundé after a 50-minute flight from Uyo. The Eagles had their first training session inside the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé after Friday's stunning 4-0 win over Cameroon in Uyo. The victory put the Super Eagles 7 points clear of the struggling indomitable Lions after 3 games in Russia 2018 World Cup qualifying Group B. Zambia second with 4 points after defeating Algeria 3-1, who have only 1 point. Today's match between host Cameroon and Nigeria will be played inside the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé, and it will kick off at 6 p.m. Nigerian time. The overall winners of the group will qualify for next year's World Cup in Russia. The Confederation of African Football has called off its forthcoming inspection to Kenya, hosts of the 2018 African Nations Championship. The visit was scheduled to begin on Thursday, 7th of September, but Kenya's Football Federation said the current political situation in Kenya prompted CAF to take the decision. On Friday, the Supreme Court annulled the President Uhuru Kenyatta's election victory in the recent presidential elections. The CHAN is a 16-team championship reserved for locally based African footballers who play in their domestic leagues. Kenya is scheduled to host the tournament between 12th of January and 4th February 2018. Rwanda hosted the last edition of the African Nations Championships in February 2016, which was won by the Democratic Republic of Congo. And then to F1 news, Mercedes Lewis Hamilton took the outright championship lead for the first time this season with a dominant victory in the Italian Grand Prix. A day after breaking the all-time record for pole positions, Hamilton was in total control at Monza, leading teammate Valtteri Bottas to a 1-2. Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel was third and is 3 points behind Hamilton. It is a crucial milestone for Hamilton as F1 next heads to Singapore, where Ferrari are expected to dominate. The victory was Hamilton's 6th of the season. Vettel has only 4, and it capped a perfect weekend for him. Add on to US Open, Roger Federer was in clinical mood as he saw off Spain's Feliciano Lopez in straight sets to join Rafael Nadal in the US Open 4th round. The third seed, who came through 5-set matches in the first 2 rounds, beat 35-year-old Lopez 6-3, 6-3, 7-5. Five-time champion Federer goes on to face Germany's Philipp Kohlschreiber in the last 16. In the other game, top-seeded Nadal earlier beat Argentina's Leonardo Maya 6-7, 3-7, 6-3, 6-1, 6-4 in 3 hours and 16 minutes. With heavy rain halting play on the outside courts in the early evening, the action at Arthur Ashe Stadium stretched to almost 15 hours across the day. And on that, with that victory point, we have to come to the end of sports today.
Yeah.
Now, at this point in time, not just today. We'll come back later.
Well, of course. I mean, we're still in celebratory mode for the Super Eagles victory.
Yeah,
and,
we
hopefully,
still are.
hopefully we can repeat it.
Hopefully the price of dollar will come down when I see Yomi, I think of it.
Yeah, so, and you know, we've been wondering about all these sportsmen with all this money. He can help us calculate
bring down the
everything.
price of dollar by 50 kobo for you.
I know you would.
I have good rates.
See you later, man.
All right.
It's about time for us to look at what's in the papers for this morning. In the headlines on The Nation, Dezani, ex-minister, son, others, top Dubai assets list as EFCC traces choice houses to Ibru and Usman. That's the main headline on the cover of The Nation this morning. And there's a report here, Nigeria, South Africa likely out of recession. So that's some good news. It says here, no Nigerian died in the Texas hurricane. You know, I'm not sure how they confirm that, but, you know, for it to be on the cover of the paper, I guess they must have made their findings. How to End Violence by Sanusi. You can find out more about that on page 12 of The Nation. I'll wrap up by talking about this. Buhari not for U.S. trip, says minister. That's on page 5 of The Nation.
All right, and then on the cover of this day this morning, we have the headline, Enough is Enough, Osinbajo tells separatist agitators. Southern leaders unveil 5-point agenda for restructuring, and then Buhari's trip to the U.S. is fake news, says Mohammed. That's on the cover of this day. And 11 killed in Borno IDP camp. You'll find that story on page 56. And then Ohaneze petitions Buhari over appointments in NNPC. And weak transmission stalls generation of 700 megawatts at Egbe plant, as United States restates commitments to power Africa. George Daniel in war of words over PDP national chairmanship. That's all these on the cover of this day this morning.
On the cover of The Punch, the headline is Patient Jonathan dares EFCC, recovers seized 2 billion naira hotel. Why ex-governor Silva recovered 48 houses, says Anti-Graft Commission. There's a big image of the hotel complex right there on the cover of The Punch. That's the one in Abuja. Here it says, Benue flood crisis may worsen as NEMA threatens strike. NEMA threatens strike. Wow, that's Lagos policemen men to collect 50,000 naira for bail, seize phone over 20,000 naira balance. That's on pages 4 and 5. I think there's an image of
the new police commissioner for Lagos.
Yes, of course. Then PDP elects national officers December 9th. Buhari not going to US, says presidency. Exchange rate. International airlines increased fares by 18%.
Wow.
That's on page 28 of the Punch. All right.
All right, and then we have the cover of the Vanguard this morning. Appointments in NNPC. Ohaneze, Afenifere, Pandef, senators, others kick. Urge President Buhari to urgently review recent appointments. It's worse than quit notice to Igbo. And then we are not surprised, says senators and others who are kicking against the appointments. And then APC, PDP in war of words over economy and then free speech. And dozens wounded as political violence rocks Kano. We will find that story on page 8. And we shouldn't spend resources debating division. That's a statement by Buhari. And then sustained supply of petrol, gas crashes prices nationwide. That's from the NNPC. And then finally, a sad story here, Catholic priest kidnapped, murdered in Imo. That's on the cover of Vanguard this morning.
And that's about it for the newspaper headlines for now. And they will be moving right along as the headlines are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
Yeah. Of course, let's head on over to Maje and Mike. I know that Titi is happy. That
Maje, we missed you.
Is back.
We missed you.
He's back. He's back.
We did.
He's back.
No time.
Hello, of course, it's time to walk out and we have Maje back in the house. So now, a number of people had meat and all of that over the Salah, and of course, it's the final day. But what do you have for us today?
Oh, yeah, I know a lot of you have been eating. So have I, actually.
Yeah,
have you?
okay. Yeah, not so much.
You know what? You look good, though. You look good.
Okay.
So I'm going to put you through total body weight exercise.
Okay.
Yeah, so just get you a nice, good workout, get some cardio going, get your heart rate up so that we can burn a few calories.
All right.
Real simple.
Okay, Maje, take it away.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so thank you guys for having me here again. Good morning, Nigeria. So I'm going to put you through a couple of exercises, 4 to be precise, okay? 4 exercises you're going to do. Body weight exercises, so you don't need any equipment. The idea is we're going to put you through a little cardio so we can burn a few calories. Put you a little bit of strength training, work your upper body, your arms, your shoulders, and of course, your core. Your legs are going to get a little workout too. That's why it's a full body workout, okay? So as I mentioned, you're doing 4 exercises. Now the first exercise, everybody's favorite, we're going to do some burpees. What I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you and show you exactly how to do the burpees correctly. Okay? It's a really simple exercise, but it's important that you engage it fully so that you get the best benefit out of it. So for the first exercise, you're going to do this for 30 seconds. Each exercise you're going to do is for 30 seconds. Then you're going to take a break for a minute, and then you're going to do another 30-second round, and you are done. Try not to take a break in between each exercise, okay? Remember, I'm just teaching you the form, teaching you what to do so that you can go ahead and do it. 30 seconds for each exercise, 4 exercises. As mentioned earlier, first exercise is a burpee. For a burpee, all I need you to do is jump up in the air. You're gonna go straight down to the ground into a push-up position. Do a push-up if you can. I'll give you a more basic alternative, and then you get back up again and jump again, all right? So as it goes, you jump up, and you're gonna go straight down. When you land on the ground, let your knees take the impact of your landing, okay? So don't just land and then go down. You go down in one motion, all right? Straight down to the ground. So I'll show you the complete exercise and then we'll break it down, all right? So you jump up, down, push up, back up, and jump again. That is a complete burpee, all right? Going down on the ground and just getting back up is not a burpee. You're basically just getting down and getting up again. Real simple. So you're gonna do that for 30 seconds. I'll show you again. All right, you jump up in the air, down to the ground, push up position, back up and up again. That is a complete burpee. That is exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, I call them the plank get-ups. So again, you're down into a push-up position. Let's get down, guys. Now, proper push-up position, your hands should be directly below your shoulders. Nice and straight, nice and aligned, okay? Not in front of you, not behind you. Directly below your shoulders. Now what I want you to do is with each alternative elbow, you get down on the ground into an elbow plank position and then back up again. That is your complete exercise. You're going down and up, and down and up, just like that. Real simple, real controlled, real strong. Try and keep a neutral spine. That means your body is straight, your core engaged, keep your abs nice and tight for the entire workout, okay? So that's 2 exercises so far. First one was a burpee, real simple. Second one was a push-up position, and you're getting down to your elbows and up again. I call them the elbow plank get up. I pretty much make up names of exercises as I want to. Now, your third exercise, we're gonna get a bit more complicated now, okay? So, you are gonna do, back in the plank position, you're gonna do a push-up, all right? But the difference here is that you are gonna jump into a squat position and freeze and hold. Sounds complicated, I know, I'll show you, okay? So, back down again, push-up position. You do a push-up. From the push-up position, you jump into a squat and freeze. Back down again. Extend, push up, and freeze. Real simple. Hold that freeze position in the squat position. Hold that for about a 2 count. Back down again, you can do a push-up. You can do 2 push-ups as well, if that's easy for you, if you can. Now, some of you may not actually be able to do push-ups at home. I've taken that into consideration. The alternative and a more basic, low-impact version is to do the push-ups on your knees. All right? Standard push-up. You are on the floor. On your knees, you just drop to your knees. Make sure you're nice and extended, and you will still get good benefits from this workout. So, I've given you 3 exercises so far. You've done a burpee. You've done an elbow plank get up. You've done a push-up into a squat position. And the final exercise we're gonna do is gonna be a side plank with a knee lift. Yeah. I know a lot of you might have done this in yoga before, but we also incorporate these into our workouts, okay?
Okay, I wish we had more time. We'd have taken that one. Okay, but
So
maybe that'll
positive.
be next time, right?
I'll bring that in next time.
Thank you very much. It was great
All
having
right.
you on the show.
Thank
All
you.
right, so let's move back to Mary in the kitchen. What do you have for us this morning?
Well, it's not for me to say. It's for Timmy to tell us. Good food.
Right.
Okay, so what are we having?
Okay, good morning. I'm Chef Timmy. This morning we're going to be having egg frittatas.
Egg frittatas.
Yes.
All those funky names. Okay, so what's egg frittata?
Okay, egg frittata is basically just a one-pot food whereby everything goes in one pot, pop it into the oven, bring it out. And about it is you can have anything you want in it. It doesn't have a specific thing that this is just what you use, you understand?
Okay.
You can have any leftovers you have in the house, you can just pop it in, put some eggs as the binding agent, pop it into your oven, and you're good to go.
That's all?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's take a look at the ingredients.
Okay.
We have sausages.
Yeah, we have breakfast sausage, be that it's morning and we want breakfast, we don't want anything heavy. So we're going to be using breakfast sausage.
Okay.
We're going to be using chicken strips, you understand? It's subtle, it's fatless, you understand? So
great.
we're going to be using some potato. We need a little starch in our system. You know, we're going out to work. We might not be able to eat any other thing throughout the day, so we need something to keep us going.
Okay.
Our bell peppers, our vegetables, you understand?
Different colors.
Different colors, you understand? We like our food being colorful, you understand? And eggs is egg frittata, so we need a lot of eggs. And eggs at the same time serve as the binding agent, you understand?
Okay.
Our aromatics, onion, garlic. We have garlic leaf and parsley. You understand? Mostly for our garnish, but they do nourish to the system.
Is it possible to do away with this for those who don't have access to it?
Yes, if you don't have access to it, you can do away with it. It's not compulsory. It's just to fortify your food, let me just say.
I know when we talk frittatas, we talk about potatoes.
Yeah.
Does it necessarily have to be Irish potatoes?
No, that's why I said this is a one-pot food whereby you can put anything. You can put yam. You can put sweet potato. You can put anything you want.
Oh, okay.
Anything.
Chicken can be an option too then?
Yeah, if you have your remaining salad meat, you can just chop it up and put it in it too.
Basically, you're teaching us how to use leftovers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started.
All right, first off, we'll have to peel our potatoes, you understand, cut it into a tiny round shape, you understand, because if you cut it too big, it's not going to cook in the oven. Everything does have to cook 20 minutes in the oven.
20 minutes?
Yeah, just 20 minutes. So you just have to cut it into this shape, not too fat, so that everything can cook at the same time. Your bell peppers for colors. And in the culinary world, we like doing something. If my potato is this shape, every other my thing that I'm going to be using has to be this shape for presentation purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
you're going to cut everything like this?
Yeah, like this.
Let me help you with this.
Okay. So I'm going to be cutting this one too. First off, cut it into
This is usually sweet?
Yeah, it's sweet bell peppers.
Okay.
You can eat it like this.
Okay. What's the difference between this and this and this?
Just the color.
Just the color?
Yeah, they are all sweet peppers.
Okay. And you need to have all three of them, or as you said?
As I said, you can have orange, you can have just green, you can have just yellow, you understand? But we love our food being colorful.
For those who like plenty of pepper, do you have to use the ground
when the
one,
Nigerian
or?
you comes in, right? Okay, you can use Rodo.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Fantastic. Oh my. Okay. So, cutting the peppers. Don't forget, she's taking us through everything we're using today. We have breakfast sausages. She didn't mention cheese.
Oh.
There's cheese also. Then we have chicken strips, of course. We have the potatoes. She already cut them up, so you can see exactly what she wants. We also have the bell peppers. There's the yellow, the green, the red, really colorful. And then, of course, the eggs, the garlic.
Yeah.
And we still have garlic.
Garlic leaves.
Yeah. Talking about this, you know, I was actually surprised about this, the parsley.
Okay.
I've seen, this is like the third or fourth different type of parsley I've seen in this kitchen.
Okay.
It looks very different from
Yeah,
what
we
I've
have the
seen.
flat parsley.
Flat parsley?
Yeah, we have the big leaf parsley. They are all the same. They are all parsley, but different species.
Okay. I guess that's why we're here. Not only to learn how to cook, but to learn different uses. Okay, it's still Wake Up Nigeria. We're going to go on a short break now. When we come back, we bring you that package we promised on Eid al-Adha and so much more. Stay with us.